Guitar live stream this evening. We got a little scratch paper I'm going to tear the age-old way. Some drawing paper that I had on a job at Christmas time. Some pre-printed paper. It's just dropping things here. Let's see. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see if we can get set again. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Welcome if you're just joining in. Looks like I don't know, I just feel inclined to do a little tearing for you. Okay, how big do I want this to be? Oh, let's say about that big. Kind of a long hello down the way. Hello, Sawyer Tunes. My door. Hang on. Well, it's always a privilege to be here and do this. Just going to launch right into it tonight. I'm going to write out 1 Thessalonians 5, 16 through 18. There are no lines on this paper. If you have lines, that's okay. Sometimes it's just about the texture of the paper, whatever you like. Just as folks come on, I thank you for coming here, and like I said, I'm going to launch right in. Welcome everybody, and appreciate you stopping by. My name's David Sawyer, guy with the guitar. Let's see here. So the very first word in this is rejoice. So I love the word rejoice. So I like to write that kind of big. You know, I almost ran right off the paper. That's a little bit of a messy rejoice. Will this fit on a 4x? Hi, how are you? Hey Bob, Tiny Tim, Sawyer Tunes said hi. Will this be on a 4x6? You know what? I think ultimately it'll fit on a 4x6, but I may have made it just a little too large. But you know, I really believe that you can do, when you're making cards, you can do just about anything. You know, you can cut it down and fray the edges. All right, so the very first word is rejoice, and then always, pray continually. And I just kind of follow that first word. I just kind of use it as it kind of defines how things are going to go. Always pray. Ooh, that's a little crazy up in there. what I like to do is well, I don't like to make mistakes, but um, um, I like to find little things that where I can show you. You know, I wish that I wish that I didn't have quite so much space there, but we're just going to follow. We're going to follow through with it. Always pray continually. We're going to finish the. Oh, my pen's a little dry. When I was a kid, my sister and I, we used to draw, and we'd lie down on the floor, living room floor, and she always claims that I gave her the thick, dried out markers. Rejoice always, pray continually. Life is like a lemon. You can either find a way to deal with it normally and make lemonade, or dump your problems on other people by throwing it into your neighbor's yard. All right. Oh, I kind of like that brick. Give thanks. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted or something. I'm sort of a distracted guy. I think Sawyer Tunes is still here. Give thanks in all. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of going wild on this thing tonight. All circumstances. Yeah, I kind of got crazy there. But you just make it work, you know. You just sometimes my feeling is I just want to start over. You know, I think, oh, I don't like how this is looking. I'm going to start over. But I find that it's best if I just finish it and see how it turns out. Now, if you misspell a word or something, sometimes it's hard to work with, but even that, sometimes you can fix it. But I love the word rejoice. Thank you. I do too. We all have things to be rejoiceful, to rejoice about. For this is God's will for you. This is God's will for you. I know people kind of pop in and out, and I'm so thankful that you do. Thanks for coming by. Writing out First Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. You know, I struggle with just concentrating on what I'm reading, and so one of the things that happens when you write it out, you just think about it. I read it over and over, and so rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you. And then I'm going to take a sip of tea. Yes. Made a little tea tonight for you and then I'm going to take a thicker pen, and it's Jesus or Christ Jesus. So I'm going to write that a little larger. I like that. Kind of have fun with it. Christ Jesus. Just like that. Then what I usually do is I'll put the address. I like to do that. Which is, I've been telling you, it's First Thessalonians. Five. And then I'll often put a little bow tie kind of thing on there. And I won't get too carried away tonight, but I always like to put the dots, call them the therapeutic dots. Kind of gives everything a little depth, you know. There's I've mentioned him before, but there's a cartoonist, and I think he was from London, but his name was Edward Gorey, and he did lots of dots and hatch work with pens. I mean, it was just amazing what he could do. And so I feel like I'm just sort of barely touching kind of that style, you know, that he had. And you saw a lot of the people doing this kind of stuff back in the 50s, like a lot of the political cartoons and stuff. You would actually see this kind of thing, just dots and hatch work. So I like to add it, and I like how the pen feels on the paper. It's been a good evening. It's a beautiful night here in Texas. We're up near west of Fort Worth a little bit. Got to go have dinner with my wife and my daughter. Won't run us too long tonight. I'll just put a few little dots over here. I just do it just about like that. Now, you know, if I had this all to do over, rejoice would have been farther to the left, and I would have centered this. I don't know, that's what my gut feeling was, but I'm a little off center. I'm just that way, and maybe more so tonight. I'm going to let that be it on this Sunday evening. I pray you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, in a great week. And God willing, I will be doing this tomorrow night. I log on about 10:30. And just want to thank all of you for being here. Gloria, thank you. Thank you so much for that comment. And I really appreciate it. It helps me too. If any of you, if you feel led to, I would appreciate it if you wanted to subscribe. It just kind of helps me along, and would mean so much. You guys take care, and God bless.